Like the video and subscribe to our channel right now and get 1 week of amazing luck. The Israel Defense Force, also known as the Israeli military, is unique. It has been involved in a never-ending struggle with its neighbors since the moment of its establishment. Both well-trained military people and high-quality weaponry are essential for survival in such a scenario. The Israelis don't just import stuff from the US and Germany, they also substantially personalize them and enhance them with their own improvements. They now have a strong military in the area that can fend off any aggressor as a result. In this video, I will cover the top 10 weapons used by Israel, which include indigenously developed ones and imported ones. This video is for information purposes only, and we only support peace above all. Number 11. Protector USV. Israel is the first country to create and use an armed unmanned boat for protection and surveillance purposes. With the Protector unmanned surface vehicle, its operator may accomplish more with less resources. A manned 9 or 11-meter patrol boat needs a crew of around 6 men to operate sensors, navigate, and man the weapon systems. They are also vulnerable to enemy fire, as these boats generally are unprotected from small arms fire and a lot of space is wasted due to food, water, and other equipment carried on board. These boats are deployed around harbors to conduct surveillance, investigate, and engage hostile small craft. They are especially useful in anti-piracy duties because their high speed of 92 km per hour and a wide array of sensors help to track and chase pirate boats with greater efficiency than manned boats. All of that is different with the Protector, since it only requires 2 workers, who operate the vessel from a control station safely outside of the hazardous area. The space wasted for the crew is used to carry extra fuel and sensors. It also has a Typhoon-stabilized remote weapon station that can be equipped with any machine gun or grenade launcher. Number 10. The Lila cruise missile. This IDF medium-range, subsonic cruise missile resembles a miniature Tomahawk. Considering that it is a missile with a 250 km range, it is remarkably light and small. Due to its 187 kg weight, it may be launched from F-15 or 16 aircraft as well as U-60 helicopters. The missile can be used to destroy enemy air defense facilities with a 1-meter mistake and flies at a speed of Mach 0.3 to 0.7. This is possible because the missile can loiter close to the target, while a remote navigator uses IR and optical sensors to locate the target and schedule the missile's hit. Due to its 30-kg warhead, it can only be used against moving objects and SAM setups. This missile also has a ground-launched version with a 250 km range. This weapon is extremely hazardous due to its light weight, great range, and pinpoint precision. Number 9. Micro Taver Assault Rifle. The Taver is a futuristic-looking bullpup assault rifle developed by Israel Military Industries for the IDF. It was designed to be lighter, more reliable, more durable, and more accurate than the M4A1 carbine, which is also used by the IDF. The standard caliber was the 5.56 x 45 NATO round used in a 30-round magazine. It uses the TAR-21, which denotes that it is an assault rifle for the 21st century. There are several variants of this rifle. All the assault rifles are fitted with a reflex sight which provides a clear red aiming point. These rifles have seen extensive combat with the IDF infantry units and with the Indian Army commandos, who use it as their standard assault rifle. India also uses the MTAR-21, which they manufacture under the name Zitara, and use it with the 5.56 x 30 mm cartridge. IDF uses the MTAR-21 with the 5.56 x 45 or 9 mm pistol rounds. It is said that it has exceptional combat performance in hot desert climates. Number 8. Marava 3/4 MBT. The Marava tanks were designed in the early 1980s to create a tank to suit specific Israeli requirements and make them self-sufficient in making tanks. The design evolved over the years, and the Marava 3 and 4 are the best variants. The latest variant is the Marava 4, which features several improvements over its predecessors. The Mk4 features a 120mm smoothbore gun which has a unique capability that other Western tanks lack, the ability to fire an anti-tank missile, Lahat, from the gun. This gives it a standoff engagement capability and allows it to destroy enemy tanks from far-off distances. This tank has a heavy secondary armament consisting of 1x 12.7mm machine gun, 2x 7.62mm machine guns, 60mm mortar, and 12 smoke grenades. This kind of armament is useful in urban warfare where multiple machine guns and the mortar are necessary to engage infantry and concealed threats. A combination of 48 shells and missiles are carried in the tank. The other significant feature of this tank is the Trophy active protection system, which can intercept incoming projectiles like anti-tank shells and missiles using a network of tiny radars and hard-kill projectile dispensers. This feature is the primary layer of defense, and the secondary passive defense is provided by the thick armor of the tank. Number 7. Atmos 2000 Howitzer. The most advanced self-propelled artillery weapon to be deployed by the IDF Artillery Corps is the Advanced Truck-Mounted Howitzer System. It is a 6x6 truck-mounted 155mm 52 caliber system, giving it considerable mobility. Due to the high level of automation and intensive computer utilization, this cutting-edge technology only requires a team of 4 guys. A touch-screen computer can calculate the precise firing solution, and the 4 soldiers will then manually load the shell into the gun to fire it. It combines data from airborne assets like UAVs to provide troops with precise support fire. It can fire 32,155mm shells at a rate of 4 to 9 per minute, depending on the situation and the crew's ability to reload. It stores 32,155mm shells on board. According to reports, this technology can be transported by the C-130, allowing for quick deployment into difficult environments. Number 6. F-15I Rayam. Israel is a very tiny country, but needs long-range aircraft to penetrate deep into enemy territory to obtain air superiority and carry out strikes in case of a conflict, as the F-16 Sufa is not ideal for such operations and will be in charge of homeland defense. The F-15C fighters were first obtained in 1978. In 1998, Israel obtained 25 examples of the strike variant, designated as the F-15I Rayam. These extremely capable multi-role fighters have been customized by Israel using their own equipment. It has the ability to carry American and Israeli missiles and features an enhanced countermeasures and jamming system compared to the American variant F-15E. It also had the standard conformal fuel tanks, which gave it the ability to carry additional fuel without sacrificing weapon-carrying stations. The main reason these F-15Is were procured was to give Israel the ability to strike targets deep inside countries without conducting half a dozen mid-air refuelings. The F-15I has enough fuel to carry a significant weapon load and strike targets inside Iran with just a single mid-air refueling. Number 5. Arrow 3 ABM. There are several systems designed to intercept ballistic missiles, but the least known and probably the most powerful is the Arrow 3 anti-ballistic missile system. This missile was developed to be more effective than the famous American MIM-104 Patriot ABM system. The Arrow is extremely vital for Israel's survival as it protects them from the range of ballistic missiles possessed by its hostile neighbors. It is integrated with the Green Pine radar to provide target information. The Green Pine has a search and track range of around 400 kilometers, which can easily cover the whole of Israel. The Arrow 3 can intercept a ballistic missile at altitudes of over 100 kilometers, and a battery of these missiles is said to be capable of intercepting 5 ballistic missiles in 30 seconds. Improvements over the Arrow 2 include a smaller size and 40% reduction in weight. Number 4. Barak 8 SAM. This missile is the result of an Indo-Israeli joint venture to develop a next-generation surface-to-air missile to equip their Navy and Air Force. It is a medium-range SAM which is mainly designed for intercepting supersonic cruise missiles. It has a dual-pulse rocket motor which ensures that the missile is traveling at Mach 2+ even at its last stages. The active homing radar seeker eliminates the need for constant illumination from land and ship-based radars and thereby allows for quicker reactions and making jamming it very difficult. The naval variant is fired from an 8-cell vertical launch module and is normally used in conjunction with the MF Star radar. India has adopted this missile as the standard SAM for all their warships since 2015. Israel is refitting this missile on their existing warships. Extended range variants of this missile exist. It uses an additional booster to increase the missile range from 70 to 120 kilometers. Number 3. SAR5 Corvette. Israel has a small coastline, but it has a lot of valuable oil wells and other assets which it needs to defend. Its neighbors are acquiring powerful anti-ship missiles and submarines. The SAR5 is a multi-role corvette which is designed to carry out anti-submarine, anti-surface, and anti-air warfare with equal ease. The best part of this ship is that it displaces around 1,100 tons but has the firepower of a 4,000-ton frigate. The unique feature is that it is the smallest warship in the world to be fitted with a 4-panel AESA radar. The MF Star can search, track targets and guide up to 16 Barak 8 SAMs simultaneously to intercept them. This gives the SAR5 an ability to defend itself against any aerial threat. And this ship holds the unique distinction of being the most heavily armed ship in the world if you consider the weapons displacement ratio of the vessel. The another feature is that this ship can operate easily in the littorals and blue water as well and attack and defend itself from any threat it faces. Number 2. Iron Dome. The most famous weapon of the IDF which has very frequently been in the news is the Iron Dome interceptor system. This is a sea-ram missile system that uses the Taver interceptor missile to carry out its duty. The reason that it is number 1 on this list is that this system is essential for protecting Israel from the smallest threats which are targeted at civilians, and it has successfully done its job over the past few years and remains the most combat-proven modern air defense system in the world. The Taver missile has a range of 70 kilometers and is specifically designed to destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells. A unique ability of the system is that it detects a set of incoming threats and then intercepts only those rockets which are going to impact on civilian-populated areas. This saves a lot of money because each interceptor missile costs $50,000 in time, as usually only 10% of the unguided rockets manage to hit their targets. The Iron Dome targets only those 10%, and the remaining 90% of the rockets which fall harmlessly over the open ground are left alone. Number 1. Iron Beam. A high-energy laser weapon system with a 100 kilowatts class acts as a directed weapon. Tailored to intercept various threats like RAM and UAVs, Iron Beam operates within distances ranging from a few hundred meters to several kilometers. It offers versatility by being integrable across various platforms and can serve as a complementary high-energy laser interceptor within a multi-layer defense configuration. It utilizes a fiber laser to generate a beam that destroys the target. The vehicle platform, mounted with surveillance systems, intercepts the coming airborne threat, and on its cue, the beam engages with the threat. Employing a directed energy weapon presents several advantages compared to traditional missile interceptors, including reduced per-shot expenses, an unlimited capacity for firings, decreased operational costs, and minimized manpower requirements. Additionally, the absence of debris from intercepted threats eliminates the risk of falling debris in the protected area. The cost of each interception is negligible, at approximately $2,000 per shot, covering all expenses, in contrast to the considerably higher costs of $100,000 to $150,000 per interceptor firing with conventional missile interceptors.